To solve any physics problem, there are several steps needed to be taken first. For a problem involving motion in 2 dimensions, there are 7 steps to solve for any missing variable. The first step is to draw a diagram depicting the situation. A free body diagram is not necessary if it is a simple kinematics problem. However, once forces are involved, it is a very important step because it shows all forces acting on an object. Step 2 is to identify all the physical quantities given in the problem and putting them on the diagram. And step 3 is to convert them, if they aren't already, into SI units. The fourth and fifth step involve assigning and dividing the x and y components of a problem. Lastly, you must identify which variable is needed and use the kinematics equations to solve for said variable. Any of these equations can help solve for the needed variable, where Vf is the terminal velocity, Vi is the initial velocity, t is the time in seconds, a is the acceleration of the motion, xf is the final position, and xi is the initial position. Note that all of these equations are true for both x and y variables. In this example problem, there is motion in both the x and the y-axis, so it is a motion in 2D problem. The question is, from the window of a building, a ball is tossed from a height yi above the ground with an initial velocity of 8 meters per second and an angle of 20 degrees below the horizontal. It strikes the ground 3 seconds later, and it asks for the final x position, the initial y position, and the time it takes for the ball to reach 10 meters below the level of launching. First, you draw a diagram and fill in the given information. Then, x and y components are divided to see which variable is missing. To solve for xf, you can use the second kinematics equation, which will also give you the initial y position using the y components this time. The last kinematics equation will help solve for the last variable, which is the time in seconds it will reach 10 meters below the initial y position, which is equal to 1 second.